Alright, so spotting the top. I presume the Zerg player, based on what he mentioned in Discord, it is Wertex.
Wait, why is he Wertex? Isn't he Wertex?
Wertex, yes, I'm just not reading it correctly. Wertex.
Wertex, okay.
And he's going for a pull first.
Sounds like a new raincoat material.
Wertex, keeping you dry when you're in Singapore.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a marketing claim.
Nowadays the rain very heavy.
Oh,
out of nowhere.
Tell me about it. Today thunder until like nothing. And spawning on the bottom side. His opponent, I don't know if this was ladder, I don't know what it is, and I don't know what the opponent is doing because this is not what Protoss is supposed to do. It is zxsaturnix, I think. This sounds like an Asterix character.
Yeah.
So so you're a Zerg player. What the heck is going on?
This is the thing I was telling you about, right? The 12 pool hatch block, which Bly does as well.
Okay.
So basically, you're just using this to block the wall so that your links can get through.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Protoss did something deeply unusual, which was to go for a high ground wall. That generally doesn't happen. It generally doesn't happen unless Wertex was playing random, in which case different story.
Normally, what you want to do is when you cancel the hatchery, you make a evil chamber.
To continue to block on that little bit of creep, right?
Yeah, correct. But it's still fine. I think he had a profitable trade already, because I think Protoss put too many probes.
Yeah. I think about 5 or 6 is enough. Not this amount, especially with the cancels.
Yep. But I mean, now it's still going to be closer. Because, I mean, there is a wall. There's links, but the links are going to be the wall. So...
Yes, and because the Protoss player went for a high ground wall, again, I suspect maybe this was up against random when the Protoss didn't know what was coming. That's the one thing that makes the most sense, and despite everything, who's winning?
It's quite interesting because actually the Protoss doesn't seem completely awful.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, considering that he made a high ground wall, he doesn't seem completely awful.
This is acceptable. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. He's going for a Stargate. And I mean, obviously now our boy Wertex needs to transition out of this. Since,
double expand is his answer.
Yep. He
so
needs to make queens as well, drones, queens, because Stargate is coming.
I mean, if I was a Protoss player and this happened to me, maybe off a random, especially, I would at least get one shield battery, because I would assume that the Zerg generally has 2 commitments beyond this, which is either you bait or you roach. Of course, we're not including the macro commitments of what Wertex is doing here. I'm also curious you're going for zealots, you're not going for adepts, which is generally what you want to do against lings. But a Void Ray is something. Void Ray will keep you safe against roaches. It shuts it down pretty much at this level.
Yep.
It's okay against lings. I mean, an Oracle will run out of energy, so you don't want to do that.
Yep. It looks like our boy is going for the Baneling bust. He made a Baneling nest, so let's see. But he isn't making follow-up links.
Odd.
Right. So normally if you see a Baneling nest, right, you'd be expecting more links. And then a bunch of those links to be turning into Banelings to get in. But he made the Baneling nest without more links, so not sure.
Well, speed is only just started, which is really late. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's getting a lot of gas, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's still completely fine. He's in a dominating position now, I think. Because if not for the Void Ray, I mean, he should have been making queens earlier.
He had the money.
Yeah,
at one point
he should
in
have been
time.
making queens earlier. But he has 3 bases against 1 base, so that's pretty good.
Well, it looks like it's going to be 2 base against 1 because he's going to lose a base which he already paid for. The Void Ray has swing away everything, so he's able to like take his next base, put his I suppose he got a Stalker to deal with a potential Overlord.
Yep.
Although I would have preferred an Adept rather than another Zealot, but it looks like the game is stabilizing and it's going to stabilize into a standard 2-base. 2-base against 2, Zerg will retake his turn and then it just continues.
Yeah, I like it.
Neither player having a decisive advantage.
Yep.
You think. And pop goes the base. Here comes some queens. Oh, let's see the Void Ray Micro. Is it gonna die? Nope. The pilot's gonna say, yeah, I'll come back another day. A forge! Interesting, out of Saturnix. And a lair out for our Zerg player. And he's pulled off gas completely. What?
He's supply blocked as well. They're 36.
Right, hence the 3 Overlords. Two Zealots are gonna go across the map and die. Not gonna get too much done, unfortunately. I gotta tell you, Siowey, I'm not actually caught up with the Void Ray meta because there's just so much out of it. Did you catch any of the Home Story Cup or the IEM where they really talked about Void Rays?
No, not too much. From actually what I saw in the Home Story Cup, there are a bunch of games where they actually didn't play Void Rays.
Yeah, as Raider was putting it, the Koreans basically, because let's be honest, it was mostly Koreans and towards the end, they were basically just mind gaming Raider, and our stats was opening Void Ray, but then he would stop at 2 or he would stop at 3 and then he transitioned into something else. Or was it Zest? Zest in the first game just, oh boy, this wall is incomplete. This is a gigantic mistake on the part of the Protoss. You want to create like some gateways here. Gateways are never bad. If the Zerg just committed right now and he's gonna, it's gonna be painful.
Yeah, so it looks like the building, the acid train is gonna.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Low ground is forfeit.
Oh, tasty! Getting the pylon to depower the two cannons. That's so nice. So tasty. Such a fun outcome for the alien bugs.
We should play Rank Routlett after this, but yes. Alright, so we have the Void Rays flying in. They're gonna clean this up. I think Protoss keeps his low ground base for now. Wait, what's the worker count?
To be honest, that wasn't a incredible outcome, right?
Yeah.
Because there weren't that many probes to kill.
Yeah, Protoss is only down 6+ workers, and double base Kodo production is gonna be fine.
Yeah, and Mr. Zerg didn't take back his third base.
Yeah, he's floating quite a bit of money right now.
So for example, like he has his he made a Spore Crawler. Right? Yeah. So what you want to do to take the third base is to uproot the Spore Crawler and go to the third base, and then have some queens nearby to transfuse it in case Void Rays come.
Well, the Void Rays are gonna go and now commit. I think there's enough at home for Zerg to defend, I would say. 5, 6 Void Rays is actually quite a lot. There is a Queen March out on the map.
Yep.
Do you recommend said Queen March?
It's a bit questionable. It's a bit strange why he's choosing to do a Queen March when he already has Hydras. Normally you want to do a Queen March with Roaches because Roaches don't shoot up, and then the Queens do, so they complement each other quite well.
Well, due to this march, there's now nothing at home.
Yeah, there's nothing at home, so now it's gonna be a base trade.
Yeah, Zatix is gonna shoot well, he kills the Evo. Now he's gonna go after the lair, which is it's theoretically an important pick-off, although it could be a lot worse if you kill drones, I feel.
Where are the queens in this? They are still like slowly.
They're 3/4
over.
Yeah, the first 4 are slowly crawling their way over. Zatix is going to be supply blocked into Oblivion.
He's also attacking at the front. Zerg is also attacking at the front right now.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to kill the Nexus, so it's a base trade.
Not a single shield battery inside.
Yeah, both going to be on one base.
Okay, so the question now is whether he could actually break the high ground wall in some capacity. The Protoss whopped in Zealots of all things.
Yeah, he has nothing against the Hydras and the slow marching queens.
Yeah, but
very nice. So now it's going to be a total.
Yeah. Oh, here
Base
come the
rate.
boys. You know, one shoe battery. Okay, if shoe battery finally cut out, one shoe battery with overcharge helps so much. Is he gonna drone drill? Oh, that'd be a sick move. You drone drill. Nope. Shoe batteries are not done. Void rays are gonna be firing. The remaining void rays are still on the other side of it. Oh no, loses the void ray.
Yep, he's gonna lose
The
void
supply
rays.
block is very. We're gonna lose another one. Um,
Nice.
that being said, Wertex has one building left on the map, right?
Yeah, but he can still make extractors.
Okay, let's see if he actually. Yep, he's made another extractor in his opponent's base. He's still got a lot of money. Battery overcharges.
Exactly, perfect.
Not
That's
really.
what you need to do.
Okay. The recall is in.
Recall is in now. This is gonna be the last stand, but it looks like he has enough queens. If the
Oh, the
void
question.
rays could just hunt down the last extractor.
Yeah, it's literally the last extractor. Can they get the DPS on it? Down is he?
Yes, they do.
Is it GG? Is this it? GG! Wow.
GG.
The Protoss wins. A wonderful backstab dive.
Yes, very nicely played there. So probably the Zerg probably could have like split the drones up to make more extractors at disparate locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Like at 3 o'clock and like 7 o'clock, that kind of thing.
As Creston once told me in this situation, when the moment the base train starts, like workers need to start going to every corner of the map.
Yep.
And just camping there until further notice.
Yep.
Alright, so this is something
Nice
interesting.
game. Really nice game. Yeah, really nice game.
It was an entertaining game. It was close because if the Void Ray stayed and fought, he'd probably have just lost on the spot. But the nice dive on the one extractor. If there was one other extractor hidden out on the map, I think Zerg takes this, despite all the mistakes we saw on both sides.
So Rank Roulette, are we able to check their ranking?
I don't actually know, but the person who sent it in, I could just ask after this is done.
Oh,
Hopefully he tells us what this is. If not, I guess there's some. I don't know how to check, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so what do you think the rank of our players are respectively? We're gonna do it a bit different from Hearthstone, where you guess one. Since we saw the whole replay, where do you think our two players are?
I think they're like around your level, like plat 1, diamond 3.
Okay, so alright, fine. Plat 1, Diamond 3. I'm gonna push this much slower. I think this is a. Okay, so the question in my mind, for especially for the Protoss, was this a random? Because there's no other reason to go high ground wall. But I will stick to my guns and I'll say it's plat 3 to go 1.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Yeah, actually, maybe you might be closer in this case.
Yeah,
Some of
furthermore.
the things, some of the things looked like okay, but some of them looked really bad.
Yeah, there were. We should have gone into this pre-discussion before we made our guesses, because the moment we make our guesses, no backseas, you gotta commit to them. One thing that was really odd is that there's a forge over here.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
See,
that's not a diamond move. That's not a diamond move, right? That's a plat gold move.
I will say in the rank roulette, I'm normally able to guess like. I would say in Hearthstone's actual rank roulette, I'm able to guess from plat 3 up until like Masters 3 with a degree of accuracy. If it's EU, I just push it up one notch. But the lower end and the higher end, I'm not able to guess. So
Right.
for those eventually watching on YouTube, if I have the answer by the time this goes up, it will be down below. You guys can pause the video right about now and go and check it. Hopefully we have an answer for those who played this game. We hope we have some advice that'll help you in your future games. Well, that was fun.
Yep. Nice game.
I should attempt my own rank roulette. See what happens. Okay, so
We have a couple more games, right?
we have. Oh, hi Andy. No thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we have 3 more games to be precise, because this was, I think, a friendly best of 3 that was played.
Okay.
I
Going
should
to all
not
3
have-
games?
I should not have told you that.
Going to all 3 games?
Well, let's just say there are 3 games. Yeah,
Okay,
so.
sure.
Alright, let me switch the scenes. Invite you to party, then we can have all the fancy graphics. You know, to be fair, after the first game, you can attempt to do Rank Roulette and see where they actually are. But I'll have to let you answer because I have a good idea of where they are.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go watch with others. I don't know if it will say in the actual thing, but...
Looks like we have a TVP.
Oh, it shows the border, so... Okay, I guess you know a range.
FireBird. FireBird is a phoenix, right?
How did I not change my overlays? Okay, never mind, I'll fix that in the next game. Alright, so who do you want to introduce? And unfortunately we're casting PVT.
Okay, so at the top left we have the humans. They are controlled by PT hero FireBird, dressed in orange.
Ooh. Rocking that Total Biscuit logo. Rest in peace. And on the other side, from my clan, the person who sent me this replay, it is Guns N' Roaches, Dr. Kobra. By the way, hello Dreamertoss, welcome back. You're casting your things on the DLC, awesome. I will try and tune in and watch, although it's at quite a late hour, so... Alright, so Siowey, you're a Zerg player. How much do you happen to know about Protoss and Terran?
I casted some games with you.
SSL, right?
And SSL, right? Yeah. So getting to learn a bit more. Sometimes I do watch replays and like casts, but watching is different from playing. Very different.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, so Dr. Kobra just being a little bit annoying with the zappy, just pretty standard stuff. FireBird should not be up, doesn't lose it, everything is fine, all is good with the world.
If I was Protoss and I played PVT, I think my go-to would be Blink Stalkers, like a early Blink Stalker pressure.
Alright.
It seems like my kind of thing.
Alright. I mean, that was the meta when I switched from Terran to Protoss, and then Cresta told me don't do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Crested's advice when I played PvZ was you go 3 gate, you go Robo 3 Observer into Colossus. Which I actually have to agree was the better idea. But why? Okay, so when you do have a chance, why Blink Stalkers over every build in the meta? Why not Stargate or DTs, all the other good stuff?
I mean, like, it's aggressive and there's a lot of potential for micro and like tactics.
True.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Kobra.
If they make a mistake, they die.
True. Dr. Kobra is actually opting for neither of our options and is going for a Stargate. By the way, Dreamertoss, if you're in the Twitch chat, do let us know what you prefer to open up in PVT since you're the main. Oh, he actually gets a probe. Not too bad.
Probe for Reaper, I think both are okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Probably the Protoss a bit more so.
Well, the Protoss is probably a little bit miffed because he did not want to lose that probe. I personally, okay, I'll be honest, I don't like it because I'd rather have a Reaper on the map out here. Because it then gives me map control, it allows me to scout. There's nothing the Protoss can do to actually chase it out. Even if you have adepts, the Reaper can run away with good micro. Anyway, here come a couple of adepts.
Yeah, because now the adepts can go to the back of the mineral line, right, past the bunker.
Yeah,
they really irritating. Yeah.
Gotta get a couple of SCVs in return.
How does the Reaper help to mitigate this, if it was alive? I mean, it can go into the base, right? It can go into the Protoss base. Yeah.
Well, it could go in and get the rescout because the rescout is really important. I've had a person like fake Stargate me once, and that almost cost me the game. The other thing is that the Reaper at least knows the adepts are coming and the Terran player has a bit more time to like, okay, mentally prepare.
Really nice play by, really nice presence of mind by Dr. Kobra. He cancelled the shade, the escaping shade, because he realized that he could still do some damage.
Yep.
but
almost got the mule.
he doesn't get the fresh mule, unfortunately.
Well, no
with his
matter,
adapt.
no matter. So it's going to be a 3... Okay, by the way, what we're seeing out of Terran is my go-to build when I'm playing Terran in this matchup, because the medevac mind drop is the easiest way to get damage done.
It feels like Dr. Kobra is pretty reasonably ahead. He's at
Oh yeah.
42 drones, 42 probes to.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
those adepts.
more than 10.
Those
10
adepts
ahead.
did good work.
Yeah.
Dreamertoss says that the trend is Blink Stalkers. That's why I tend to go Blink Stalkers. When you said my opening, did you mean Colossus or did you mean Blink Stalkers? Anyway, Dr. Kobra's actually going for a mass Phoenix kind of play with observers just in case. Widowmine's got quite a lot of damage though.
Massive damage on both sides.
And counting. Oh, and it gets out! Gets a single Widowmine out. That is massive. This is why by the way, this is why my coach Crested told me that I should be going observer first, so that I could put my observers at the sides so that I know the drop is coming. Especially at my level. Oh no, it's gonna lose the last. Oh no, FireBird is unable to unload the mine. Maybe would have gotten more damage done, but it did what it did. And now at least FireBird knows that there are. He knows it's not Twilight. He saw enough to confirm that it's a mass Phoenix-ish build. With Colossus, I would say on the way. Interesting.
Yeah, his Phoenixes are gonna go back across the map to try and get more damage. Do you think he needed to send all the Phoenixes back just now?
I think it was an okay decision because I think he just wanted to kill the medevac out of spite and rage. But also, once you shut down the medevac and you know it's dead, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to spend money on batteries, cannons.
True. But I mean it's a plus and minus. But he also had free reign over the Terran base as well, with his I think 4 Phoenixes. Only his kills are only limited by his energy, I think.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing I was about to say, which is that by flying back, he could have actually just backed up a little bit more energy. At least, you know, it's that passive thing. Okay, so we've now got a Terran push. It's being shadowed by these Phoenixes. Getting a Warp Prism might be something, but loses a...
Oh no, loses a Phoenix, loses...
Good micro out of FireBird, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really good target fire. There's still Widowmines out there. But my real concern are these Colossi, because FireBird has nothing that answers to Colossi and is supply blocked.
Yep, so this bio push is going to be a little bit tricky.
It's going to be very tricky. Okay. The other thing that these medevacs are just about dead, so the moment the fight actually happens, healing is going to be non-existent. Okay, 2 more medevacs are coming across the map.
I think the second Colossus will be out just in time as well.
Yeah,
which is going to make life really difficult for this push.
Okay, I like this out of FireBird a lot. He actually scans and sees that, okay, there's nothing here. So it's going to go and drop in the natural while he tries to distract at the front. The question now it comes down to the micro. Okay,
he's going to drop in the main actually. But
should have dropped here, but okay, fine, the main. Oh, beautiful flank by the Phoenix, is able to pick off the majority of that force.
Pick off the medevacs. But
yeah,
the drop in the main is doing some damage. It causes the probe pull, the probes to run at least.
Is it blink? No, right? Okay, so it's an okay trade, but here's the thing: the Terran player FireBird definitely wanted a lot more than that done. In fact, the Protoss army is chasing him all the way to the other side of the map, and his third base has absolutely nothing to defend it. The Protoss are just economically a mile and a half ahead.
Yep, and it's 2 Vikings versus 5 Phoenixes.
Yeah, I mean that's the advantage when you go Phoenix Colossi, which is that you also have the air control. It's a lot harder for Terran to commit to that. Of course, your downside is that your Colossus are significantly later. He's got no detection, right? Protoss rather has no detection on the front line, so I don't think he can see these mines.
Yeah, you're right.
You have Splash, you have Detection, says Dreamer He said 3-gate Robo Orbs with Colossus. Yeah, okay, so Dreamer prefers to go for the Colossus style I mentioned. Yeah, I don't like this out of a fire, but he should have had missile turrets here, although he was probably kinda broke. Does he have missile turrets in his middle lines? Yep, at least his main bases are a bit more locked down. Right,
does he need more gates? It feels like he doesn't have enough gates.
He has...
he only has like 6 gates.
His supply box. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. I would normally say yes, he needs more gates, but given that he's taking up 4 space, it looks like he's just getting enough gates that he has enough reinforcements, but he ultimately wants to back up. If he wanted to all in, he would be on 12 gates. But this isn't an all in, there's another base behind this.
Yeah, but these six gates seems like so few on like gonna be 4 bases.
It is. I don't know why he's attacking now, because if he loses this fight if FireBird wins this fight right now, he attacks across the map.
4 probes go down on the mine drop.
Ooh, nice. I like it that he's trying to keep him on his toes. Where the heck are the Phoenixes? Are they back home? Yeah, the Air Force have been sent home to deal with the harassing jobs. They are going to get a medevac. Actually, a lot of probe kills.
Looks like the mines might actually get a second shot off as well.
Yeah, he doesn't have detection in his middle line, which is a little bit of a mistake.
2 more stalkers go down. Oh, a lot of probes as well.
Oh, there are also mines in the main base, and this has completely halted the attack of Dr. Kobra.
Yep.
Which is good. The Terran player is now getting the Ghost Academy. I really like that, because EMP would kind of shut down the Zealots and a lot of the attacks. There's actually a lot of more lost mining time, because a lot of probes have to be pulled off because safety has it. And they're still chilling over at the main wall.
Good thing he has 4 bases against 3.
Yeah. The Terran player has no other base, only on 5 racks. He's getting the higher tier tech, which I do like, but I do think that Terran either needs to attack and do some damage, or take another base. Okay, here it comes. Here comes that next base.
Yep. Enhanced shockwaves is on the way for the ghosts. Making 3 ghosts at a time.
Yeah, so now we will come down to the micro of, will the Purification Novas land or will the Shockwaves land? And that will kind of determine the fight, as well as other things like positioning. But I think the Protoss is ahead, but not definitively so. Phoenix are trying to go in, the Vikings are saying like, no, get out, shoot, get lost.
Yeah, upgrades wise, both Terrans on 2-2 and Protoss is at +2. It's fine.
So gonna get this base. Oh, actually gets a cancel on this base. Nice. The entire job gets cleaned up, but that's probably the best Dr. Kobra could have hoped for. Alright, so a very macro game out of our first series. Additional Rexes going down. Fourth base has been established. Planetary fort. No, he's gonna go for an orbital. Greedy Terran. Alright, so the Protoss is coming in for an attack. The supplies have actually evened out, which I think should give the Terran an advantage. Oh no, but the Novas are huge!
That is gigantic.
That is gigantic. I didn't see any EMPs go off. The Terran basically walked out blind. They got caught up by the Protoss.
Completely, their army got decimated.
Pretty much, yeah. EMPs are going down now, but it's a little too little late. I think the Protoss have taken this. Those Widowmine, those Purification Nova, seal the deal. Here comes some more. It's out the injury. Oh, but that being said,
but not fantastic macro at the end.
Yeah,
showing away the disruptors. Yeah, like it feels like he doesn't have enough meat in his army. Like
that's true, but was it just me or was there no warp prism?
I didn't see if he lost it or if there was none.
Yeah, I really thought there was a warp prism, but then at the end there wasn't. Yeah, despite those great purification novas, I don't think he brought a warp prism.
Yeah, it felt like he didn't have enough like just meat and
right?
potatoes. Just like zealots and stalkers and whatever to push the issue and support his losses.
Now Terran's actually on the counter attack despite taking a terrible start to that fight. You know, defensive advantage, especially for Terran, it's a big deal. One thing I would like to see out of Protoss a few more run-bys. He's only on 13 games, which is way too low. The magic number, according to my mentor Crested, is 4 gateways per nexus once you're in your comfortable position. Now comes the warp prism, alright. But at the same time, the Terran's also getting liberator tech, which is gonna make this really hard for the Protoss to deal with. He's got
looks like
right? Yep.
Looks like the Protoss also hurt you. He's going for the run by right now with 8 zealots at the top right.
And there's actually nothing here to defend this base. I think the base is gonna be cancelled. Oh, cancel it, cancel it. Oh no, he's gonna try and commit. Oh no, the zealots actually don't fully micro. And he saves his base and the worker to complete the job.
Yeah.
You know, once the email arrives. Nope, but at the same time...
Really nice purification nova to kill off the 2 mines at the bottom left. To fend off the attack.
Well, and with that... Oh, there's a drop in the main. There are plenty of charge slots, however, so not too much going to get done. There are cannons over at the natural. Another scuffle between the main armies. A marine run-by, honestly, is happening. Yes, go ahead.
And now we're firmly into late game, I guess.
Yeah, we're in the area that you would consider late game, although Tempest Tech hasn't taken the field. 8 more workers going down. What is the worker count? It is 73 to 69. Hey, 69. But with Terran Mules, they are kind of the same. The question is this Protoss army, oh boy. We're gonna have 2 giant fights. Oh no, the Liberators, they're not in position!
Big attack on the left side. See if you can get a good storms.
Yep. All good EMPs for the Terran.
Yep.
The Protoss army has now merged up, but the secondary attack is gonna hit the...
Great Disruptor. Great Disruptor hit on the mines. Clears out almost all the mines.
Ooh. Good counter mine hit takes out a lot of the shields off of them, but he needs to fight the liberation zones.
Meanwhile, he's also losing his base.
Yep, so it's a base for base trade. Oh, recall coming down. I think this actually hurts more for the Protoss, even though the Protoss has a larger bank. Again, he's only on 13 gates, which really hurts. Because he's got a lot of...
He lost a lot more supply, actually. He's only 150 now.
Yeah, now he's losing all his high gas units. He just lost a High Templar and 2 Archons in rapid succession.
Yeah.
He's just starting Storm.
And he's starved on gas right now, which is huge.
Massively starved on gas, yeah. He's not taking the gases in his third... No, on his 5th.
All he has right now to pull himself back into the game is 6 disruptors.
He's got a warp prism in the main base. Okay, here comes a battle. The purification
disruptor. Oh, nice! Takes out about 1,000 resources for that. Yep, a nice big zealot warp in the main.
Yep. There's going to be another attack on the right side, which we're going to get a shut off. I think they can actually shut down the robotics facilities. The main base is still being completely ransacked, so the Terran is not going to be able to reproduce for a little bit. Oh, these Liberators are not too well positioned. The Stalkers are able to blink on top of them, and the Terran army is going to ultimately be cleaned up, but they are...
The position, the micro on these disruptors is a bit painful. Like after he uses the purification nova, he just like walks them into, like he A-clicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he lost like every single disruptor but one.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's hard to micro disruptors, right?
Oh, yep, and he's walking the army into liberators, but he's gonna take it down, get a good trade.
Yep, that's fine.
The Terran is now way up in supply because the Terran, despite losing a base, was able to hold on to his outer expansions.
Yeah, but at least, actually, I think he has actually closed the gap compared to a few minutes ago. Just now, Terran was up by 50 supply and he had a bank, and now he doesn't really have a bank and the supplies are somewhat close.
One thing I would like of the Protoss is that if he... Oh no, he's getting his upgrades, never mind. like when you're late game, and even though upgrades are not as important, you still want to get them because if your enemy gets them, then you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, here we go. Attack on the rocks. This should telegraph to the Terran that there's going to be a big attack here. And the Terran should really
disrupt the shot. Come on.
The Terran should scan and at least, like, you know, fire some EMPs. Okay,
gets one from a single mine.
Well, the Terran's not going to make it that easy. It's ironic. Both sides are now long distance mining from the far left side. The Protoss, however, does have a base there. The Terran should be floating over. Does the Terran know about this? Yeah,
really good army movement by the Protoss, attacking at the west side now, when the army of the Terran is at the northeast. He's scrambling to move around, to rotate.
Oh nice, he actually catches a bunch of SCVs that were long distance mining.
Yep, that's nice. That's a nice catch.
This does hurt quite a bit because now SCVs still do better. It looks like the Terran has lost complete control on the left western side. Oh, he's gonna go and attack the third.
I don't think this is fantastic. If we see the good EMPs coming down, then
oh, really good! Oh, cancels the Nova.
Oh, but he gets the revenge Nova.
Oh, yeah, but this base is gonna die.
Yeah.
The Terran is scrambling to do something, but he just flounders and just dies. More bases coming down over there. That was his main base that he floated over, by the way.
Yeah, and Protoss is still down by 50 supply.
Yeah, that wasn't even his full army. What they don't understand, the Liberators...
Still short on gas as well.
Very short on gas.
Still short on gas, yeah.
This is where Zealot run-bys make all the difference. Again, even if you're throwing middles at Planetary Fortresses still need gas to rebuild. We could be looking at a potential base trade situation, although it's going to be hard to say.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Terran is gonna say he's the chicken and he's gonna come back.
I do think that's the right move because Protoss could just recall. The thing about the army is that the Terran has so much more technicality. There's a lot of liberation zones coming down, so much so that the Stalkers can't even.
And they blink out of the liberation zones, which is really nice.
Good Michael. He blinked out the last possible second with minimal losses.
Yep. And sent his purification over out before then as well.
I mean, okay, this makes sense. The Terran has been actually muling a lot, hence he doesn't have much energy for scans. But I do think that scans will be worth more than mules right now because he needs to know where the army is and EMP before the fight starts. 90% of the time I feel that the Protoss is... Oh no, he's gonna get flagged.
Terran is the one on the attack now. He's getting flanked, but there's no technicality like you said in this Protoss army, so he only has his 2 disruptors.
Yeah.
What can he really do? He needs the 2 disruptors to really do some magic.
Thankfully the 2 disruptors have been doing a lot of magic because the Terran routinely gets caught out. Oh, he's gonna load up, he's gonna try and doom drop what he can. It's gonna tricky position. Oh, Purification Nova gets not too bad, but now he's up into the main. Protoss now is a really tough decision. Terran's not really attacking yet though, so we'll have to see.
And he has a bunch of mines at the bottom which are not going to contribute, and ghosts as well.
Well, the ghosts, okay, the mines.
Oh, really nice. Yeah, his stalkers at the bottom are going to fight the army at the bottom.
They attempted to do a flank, but there's so much mine ghosts here.
Yeah.
Oh, is he just going to suicide the mines in? What is the Terran player doing? Okay, that might he throws away the mines probably, and F2
or bad macro, I think. Bad macro, he just loses all the mines for free. So although he has a nice position in the main, but he lost a lot of his army there.
Well, here's the thing: the Terran can rebuild at home, and you know, as he trades out the army here, he starts rebuilding it at home.
Yep.
Protoss just looks like he's just gonna give up the main base. He's gonna go into Colossus tech.
Not too much at the main base anyway, other than a bunch of gateways and the Templar archives.
Yeah, but here's the thing: now he's down to 9 gateways. Okay, 5 more are being constructed over at the side. Oh, the Terran's actually gonna try and build the command center. Then it's gonna be like, oh, your boss is building here. What do I do?
Yeah, but in the bigger scheme of things, I think this is actually good for the Protoss. Because now he's actually up in the bank, and both are maxed out.
It is. Okay, good earpiece on the part of the turret. Oh, Protoss decides to jump on it. Despite the lack of shields, they're just too much here. The medevacs need to get out. I would say
it looks like the Colossus
saving the day.
Big winning factor. Yeah. And now he's.
Oh, it's going to recall to his furthest base. I like this. A few Liberator shots are gonna hurt, but ultimately not too much. Terran is
excellent. Still a rather close game. Yeah, he has a bigger bank. He definitely has a bigger bank right now.
Oh, Leo Russia redeemed the cell head. Okay, Leo, I'll do that right after this game. Thanks for tuning in. We're watching some TVZ for my clan. But yeah, I do think that the Protoss right now is fundamentally winning. We look at bases. We look at the number of workers. It's 75 to 57. Terran has not really been rebuilding his workers once he maxed out. I don't know, why doesn't Terran just attack this more valuable base over at the side? He's got the siege equipment to do it. But rather, Terran keeps going to the eastern side and is trying to punch in.
There's nothing to punch.
Well, yeah, there's nothing to punch. The main base is gone. The bulk of the army is over at the westernmost position.
9 High Templars have entered the field. They are gonna make their mark known in the next fight.
And there's also a lot of Liberators here.
11 Liberators, wow.
That's insane, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I mean, one thing good about the army being here is that now you do have a split map position and the Terran can safely take this base. A whole 5 more tanks joining the army. So,
what do you think about having this many Liberators? I mean, he has a very fortified position on the east, but can he really just give up the rest of the map?
Well, I don't mind the Liberators because at the end of the day, like, what else are you gonna get? You can't really go into BCs against this. Okay, Dr. Kobra says, you know what? I'm
11 Liberators, 12 now.
What else would you build though?
I mean, you can just get like more bio, like meat, bio, and ghosts.
Gets this much splash. Yeah, maybe ghosts. Oh, good earpiece. All the High Templars have no more energy, and here come those Liberators. Bring up a lot of liberation zones, one bit at a time.
Oh, no.
Here comes the rest of the bio. The tanks might siege or maybe not.
The Colossus are just attacking buildings.
GG is called.
He threw it away, yeah.
So yes, you were asking that. Oh, so well done to PT FireBird taking the first game.
Yeah, I feel like he had definitely a reasonable army. Maybe as in from my perspective, it looks like he has a reasonable army that could have put up a good fight.
Would should have.
But he just was caught out of position.
Alright, so so Leo Russia has actually redeemed one of my newest channel points, which is to see my Cyril hat. So if you want to see it too, you can go onto the stream. It'll be coming 3, 2, 1. So this is me up on the big screen, Zergling's butt right over here, and this is my Cyril hat.
I can't see you. Okay.
Why is it a Cyril hat? Well,
You're muted now, I think.
What? I'm muted.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yep, so this is my Cyril hat. Oh, this is the perfect angle. Well, thank you for redeeming that, and I hope you like the new channel rewards. I'll try and add a few more in future. Sure, you can ask questions about the Cyril hat. Alright. Thank you, Leo Russia, for doing that. Alright, so here's I've got something for you. The guys, so this came from my yes, nice hat, yes. Okay, so this game came from my my clan's Discord. Oh, Leo, you redeemed the jigsaw. Okay, that'll take a second. Alright, let me do the
Your channel points is too low already lah. The channel point redemption.
I think I'm gonna up the jigsaw, but let me show you the jigsaw. give me a second. I'll do the jigsaw.
Oh, Dr. Kobra is in your chat. What's up? Dr. Kobra, did you feel forced to make a move? And that's why you went into the main base, or is there another reason that you just got caught out of position in that game just now, if you were watching as well? Nice poster. Nice jigsaw.
Okay, that was the jigsaw. I need to hi Dr. Kobra, thanks for tuning in. Who's the first replay from the top? Oh, this one was a replay between Wertex and zxsaturnix. Yep, I hope you like those new redemptions. I think I'll increase after that. I think I'll increase the jigsaw to 10,000 because hauling that thing up and down was supposed to be a bit of a joke. But yes, thank you. It's a nice hat. Yeah, it's a cool hat. Thanks for using the new things. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, Siowey, before we go into the next match, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, excellent. Dr. Kobra, who by the way is inside the Twitch chat.
Yep.
Right now, why don't you guess what MMR this was played at? Because we saw the borders, but what MMR was this played at? Wait, let's do some Rank Routlett. Everybody. Okay, by the way, guys in Twitch chat, we're gonna do an impromptu Rank Routlett. Dreamertoss, Leo, you guys, if you were watching that replay, or maybe I should do it at the end of the next game. What do you guys think? The guy with internet says it's at 2800. I don't know what MMR you're playing on. Maybe that's Brute War MMR. Do you think I should? Do you think for the viewers for the rank roulette we should watch the next game or we should just guess now? Hello?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Sure, we can guess now.
Alright. So Twitch chat, you have about 30 seconds to make a guess of what MMR this was played. Siowey, do you want to talk like how you're gonna come to your conclusion? You're just gonna say a number.
But I thought just now we saw the ranks already.
But what MMR?
Uh, 5.7.
Wait, I need how to get my display capture. Ah, here it is. Okay, so the guy with internet says that this is Legacy of the Void MMR 3.2.
No, probably not 5.7. Probably like 5.5.
Is it 5.5 MMR GM on NA? I do think this is an NA game, by the way.
NA game. But sometimes GM also got the Masters borders, right? I don't understand how that happens also.
Right now, nobody understands given that the borders are broken. But let's assume that they're correct, so... Alright.
Assuming they are not GMs.
True. Well, what's going to be your answer?
It's probably on the brink of GM, I'll say. Like 5K.
Alright. So
5152.
5152. Okay, guy with internet says it's 3.2 max and NA game is 3.5k. No. This game, according to the Discord, is 44400. That's the MMR of this game.
Pretty off.
I know. I'll ask again for those watching. There will be another rank. There was a previous Rank Roulette because we had another replay that I didn't know the MMR. I'll ask if you're watching on YouTube in future. It should be down in the description already. To answer your question, Dreamertoss, I didn't miss it. RGG, where you buy? I bought it during a BlizzCon sale. So I've got a gigantic Protoss jigsaw that if you wanna have me haul it back up again, you can redeem it. Current internet says 4.4K, unbelievable. NA standards are quite low, aren't they?
So just now I was asking Dr. Kobra, who's in the chat, about why he felt, why he went into the base and made such a move. Whether he felt like he was like things were going out of his direction. The game was moving out of his direction. He says, yeah, his army comm was getting too much better than his so he felt the liberators and the ghosts were getting too much better.
Yeah. I have to admit that it kind of was, but then again, 4-4 is way better than my MMR, so... But that's something we pointed out, right, that the Terran army was able to completely eclipse the Protoss army of technicality right after the Terran army attacked the main base. Okay, so Leo Russia says that 5,000 KR MMR is equals to 3500 MMR. Sounds about right. Siowey, do you play on Korea by any chance?
Nope.
Alright. So I don't play on Korea either. I'll be honest, I don't know. A lot of the people in Singapore play on Korea because the ping ain't that bad and good games. Alright, so I'm gonna load the next one. I think I finally fixed my overlays. Yep, we're gonna have all the nice fancy smancy graphics. Except, alright, awesome. There's so much weird stuff in this last game. Alright. Okay, wait for this load. Switch the scenes. Here we go. Here we go. Kingstar says, lol, I find Korean people damn try hard. Of course. Right. Do you have any preference for introduction?
No, you go ahead.
Alright, so spotting at the top. Winning game 1 after a very long, hard-fought macro game. Let's see if it happens this time. From the Platinum Heroes community, it is FireBird. Also rocking the Total Biscuit emotes. Poor Total Biscuit.
And in the southeast, we have Red Gunner Guy's teammate from Guns N' Roses. It's Dr. Kobra. Putting up a very good fight in the first game. We'll see whether he can take it home in the second game.
It was close, it was close. By the way, Dr. Kobra, you can help confirm this for us if you're in the Twitch chat. I remember you launched a very successful attack on the Terran. Third or fourth, the Purification Novas did a lot of damage. You fought up a ramp and then you died. I swear there wasn't a Warp Prism. And I think if there was, maybe you would have won or maybe it would have died. Twitch chat says that the Koreans are playing a lot more punishing. But I don't do that. I'm still stuck on NA trying to get good here. Like most people. Alright, Pro Perez. Nothing too special, nothing too insane. Nice wall off. Actually no, this isn't really a wall. Interesting. I mean, when I play 1v1 Protoss, I tend to try and wall off Reaper jump spots. There are a few philosophies to the walling techniques. Siowey, I don't know if you know. Does Zerg ever need to wall? Against the cheese they do, right?
Sometimes, yep. CVZ, they wall a lot. Sometimes you see temporary walls against things like adepts.
Oh, Dr. Kobra starting this game off badly by losing a probe. Got a bit greedy trying to take down the SCV. Unfortunate. First blood goes to the Terran. I do hear you. I remember there was a beautiful game at last year's IEM Katowice where Seville did a adept wall using a spine crawler. We never saw that again for reasons or another, but that was cool. Dr. Kobra says he can't remember if he had a warp prism in that attack.
I remember that game, yeah. I think that was really cool.
Oh, I'll look at that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we don't see that much recently. But I guess it's also because there's fewer glaive adepts.
Thank gosh.
Yeah.
Me and Cresta casted the tournament out die, wow, every single PVZ, which was the majority, like 7 or 8 PVZs in a row, all Gladef builds. Speaking, oh, it's also maybe that the Zerg just kind of figured out what I need to do against Gladef. Copy Rogue. But we are getting it. Yeah. Kingstar says that the queue time's way shorter than NA. I don't know, I feel like queue times for 1v1, okay, maybe at my level it's normally like wait 30 seconds and you're good to go. Oh hey, it looks like we're gonna get that blink attack you talked about. So a very different opening out of actually both players because FireBird is going for Hellions. What did FireBird scout? Well, FireBird actually got
for naked factory Hellions.
No, I'm looking at FireBird's vision. I think he actually got a Reaper into the main at some point because the thing about Hellions is that, again, Dreamertoss, Leo Russian, correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, got adept in and it sees the Hellions. But if you open Naked Factory Hellion, don't you just die to an Oracle?
He does have some Marines. Does he? Does it?
Yeah, but the Oracle can do enough damage. Like, even if you go in and kill the Marines, and let's say Terran is not going back, having your Marine count this severely reduced is already bad enough, I feel.
I thought he was gonna go for the... I thought he was gonna actually drop the 3 Hellions into the main, but he's actually loaded up the 8 Marines and sent the 3 Hellions across.
Yep.
Now he's killing the probe.
Doesn't get
no! Yeah, he doesn't kill it before he drops the Nexus. Unfortunate.
If these were real drivers, they'd all be cursing and swearing at each other. Okay, well, the drop is actually going completely unscouted.
Yep.
8 Marines aren't gonna get...
The Stalkers are out of position.
Yeah, the 8 Marines are gonna get a lot of probe damage, but lost mining time is something. The medevac is actually gonna...
Only two probe kills.
Lost mining time, but against Blink Stalker, can this medevac get out? 2 Hellions are still alive, which honestly could have driven into the natural and got a maybe kills. Of course, it's a bit hard to say with Micro.
This would have been so much nicer if if the Hellions actually killed the probe before it dropped the Nexus.
Yep. New Russia says the highest he went is 5.1, which is not too bad according to Kingstar. Not too bad indeed. Protoss. Okay, well, it's... I guess that Dr. Kobra was planning to do a Blink Stalker attack. Did he catch the... Oh, he catches the medevac and the 8 Marines. Okay, he's winning.
It's easy to lose track of the MMRs, right, when you're watching people like Custom and Lambo. And then you realize like how ridiculously good they actually are.
That's the thing I was discussing. I can't remember who I was casting with, which is that the higher you go, the harder it is to climb just by its nature. And yet Sewell was, what, 7 something at one point in time? Okay, here comes this...
Isn't he still 7 something?
I don't know. Okay, can he catch the Raven? Catching the Raven would be so worthwhile. He catches the tank and then blinks back.
Catches the tank. Definitely worth it.
What was
did he even lose 1 Stalker then?
He lost 1 Stalker, so attack for a Stalker is an excellent trade.
Yep.
I would rather Dr. Kobra try and go after the Raven, although it's a slippery bird to catch, so... You know, he tries to get whatever he can. FireBird is gonna just try and, I guess, try and establish his third. Raven's still alive? Yep, Raven's still alive.
Is it reasonable to try and bounce into the main? No, actually no, I don't think so.
Oh, gets the Raven! Beautiful pickoff.
Really good pickoff, yeah. Getting the Raven.
Oh, that's huge because FireBird swapped over the building, so no more Ravens.
Yeah, and also killing off the Observer was huge also, because there's no chance for the Stalkers to go into the main now.
There is but I think the Raven pickoff was even bigger because at the end of the day, here's the thing: the Robo facility back home can build another Observer if need be. Terran is not building another Raven.
Yeah, but I mean like the window is kind of gone now, right? Because he's making.
Oh, he's got Colossi. He's fine. He's got Colossi. He's got +1. He's already preparing for the next attack. I think this shaving off of units is sufficient. Okay, a Widowmine drop. Heading across the map, Dr Kobra is gonna put some pain to a Terran who is very painful in the supply block.
Is 5 seconds away. Oh my god, he's gonna hit before Stimpack.
Oh yes, this is gonna be painful. His charge is done, his plus one is not done.
Got done.
Oh, there goes the middle line.
The base is already dead. I think this Stimpack felt a bit late, right? So it felt really late actually. 8
yeah,
minutes plus.
It definitely was late. I couldn't see exactly why.
And he also went for combat shield before Stimpack. That's interesting.
I mean, the build I normally play for is both at the same time. I don't know the specifics of combat shield first or Stimpack first, to be honest. Okay, the Widowmine drop finally gets 5 SCVs, 5 probes in the main base.
And, of course, credit to Dr. Kobra. His 2 Colossus came at a very good pace, which definitely allowed the victory at the Terran stat.
Did he kill the third base? Oh, he killed the third base.
He killed the third base, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was workers only. Oh boy.
The Stalkers were doing some good lasering.
Christ. New Russia is having some PTSD of a 4 proc sometimes with Raven auto attack Viking harass. Well, thankfully, Protosses in the chat, of which there are a couple. I think Terran's just dead. He lost the medevac that was supposed to harass. He's down almost half army supply. Yeah, Dr. Kobra might take out that third, took out all chance of the Terran. Yep, GG is called. Okay, we got a fast game, a very decisive attack. Well done.
Very nice. Actually, I have a question. Do Protoss usually have 2 separate warp prisms? One for run-bys and one for in their main army to reinforce in the battles?
I would throw this question to the Twitch chat because Dr. Kobra, Dreamatos, and Leo Russia are there. For me personally, no, because that's a lot of micro, and I tend to have. I would rather have an additional Immortal Colossus. I'd normally just leave my main army somewhere, attack the front, and then warp it into the main because I only have so many warp-ins. But yeah, we'll have to see what the masters in Twitch chat have to say about that.
Yeah, because I noticed he Dr. Kobra, he had a really threatening attack, but no warp prism there, so he couldn't really reinforce quickly. He had a warp prism
on the way,
ready
right?
for run-bys, a warp into the main base. But it seems like if he had one with his army also, that would be even deadlier.
Yeah, ideally you want to have the warp prism flying across when your army is halfway across, like the warp prism is done and then it flies across as the army is already there, so it arrives at the same time. It felt a bit delayed in both games, but again, this game, thanks to the successful attack on the set, it kind of didn't matter. Oh, Kickstarter has redeemed the Cell hat. Oh, Kickstarter, you haven't seen my Cell hat. Okay. Dr. Kobra says not in every game thing, but it's not uncommon. So yeah, I suppose you can have 2 warp prisms. Right, so the Cell hat. The Cell hat. This, Kickstarter, hope you're ready for this. I need to change this to 2019, but this is my Cell hat. Why is it called a Cell hat?
When your sound went off.
Testing.
After you said, why is it called a Zero Hat?
Oh yeah, I actually wasn't saying anything, I'm just showing the screen. That's
okay.
Not that much.
I see.
RGG gonna make his redemptions more expensive. The Jigsaw one, yes. The Cell hat one, nah, this is fine. Yes, WCS does bring back memories. This is the last year it was done on. But yes, people just gonna keep making sure of that. Hey, if I've got a Cell hat, I'm gonna show it off. Do you have a Cell hat? Alright. We're still live, right? Yeah,
yep.
Okay, I'm gonna redeem the Cell hat in 5 minutes. Yes, you can. We're going to be in the final. Well, you can see here the final game. It was the best of 3. By the way, Dr. Kobra, was this in a tournament? Dreamertas says you're going to go off soon. Yeah, it's almost 11. Thank you, Siowey, for sticking around. Let's get into that last game. Let's get into some Starcraft 2. I'm glad you guys, excuse me, are using all these little channel emotes. I've got one more on the way that I'm gonna set up and do.
Pillars of Gold.
Yep. You know, Dreamatos, why you don't stream? He asked. You know, GGB and Protoss. Leo Russia says to Dreamatos in chat, it's beautiful. Okay, let's switch off my face so that we can focus on the game. New Russia, you don't stream anymore. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Alright, any preference on intros?
Nope. You do one, I'll do the other.
Alright, I'll introduce the product. So on the other side of the map, bringing it back in this best of 3, it is Guns and Roaches, one of the leaders of the clan. Sure, doing us part is Dr. Kobra.
And in the bottom left, we have PT heroes, FireBird, controlling the metal clan with the little garden gnomes collecting the blue dust.
Minerals. Alright, so this is the last game. We're gonna see how it goes. I think, you know, we saw in the previous series that both players have the ability to take it off one another. It's implied that FireBird has an advantage if it goes to late game, but this is with a really small data set, so who knows?
I would say that they're probably quite close in skill level.
Yeah, if not we would have. If not we wouldn't have gotten to game 3.
Yep.
You know, it's funny that you know, I just read the book Megsk. You know that Octorus Megsk, if you follow the story, the big bad of the entire of the Terran side of things, you know he kinda wanted to become an SCV.
He wanted to become an SCV.
He wanted to become a mining prospector. He actually became a mining prospector and then had to quit his job.
And then he got disillusioned with the system.
No. He started his own mining company. Hence, you know, the SCV, and his specialization though was Vespene gas. And then he had to quit his enterprise because the Confederacy killed his parents. Spoiler alert for Megsk.
Nice.
Yeah, I just read the book. I just did a lore video on it. I mean, right now nothing's really happening except for the Stalker first, which is somewhat unusual. Yeah, Leo Russia, it'd be great to see you streaming more, and you too, Siowey. Didn't you stream with that big nice red Zerg shirt the other time?
Yep.
Yep. Hope to see you more. I'll be there if you're on.
Sweet.
You know, guys in the Twitch chat, !Corecaster will bring you to Siowey's YouTube channel where he does zombies
Stuff.
Alright, so we have submarines angrily shooting away at a bunch of unbuildable bricks. Apart from that, it looks all is normal. It's going to be a Twilight Council opening for Dr. Kobra, going for what he went for in the last game that gave him that victory. Did I switch the scenes? Yes, I did. Hey, by the way, Siowey, do you happen to know what the heck is a CIA build?
Of course. Charge Lord Archon Immortals.
Ah, that's what it is. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, it's like the go-to bread and butter killer army in Protoss.
Apparently, it's in fashion now. It's in the vogue. The void.
I mean, it's always been really good. It's always been really good,
I
especially
agree.
especially against Zerg as well.
That was the first.
One of the classic army compositions against Zerg.
Back from the days of Wings of Liberty. Can you do a variant of that in Brood War? You can definitely go Charge Lord Archon in Brood War, but you don't fight with Reavers in that manner. Do you play Brood War at all?
Yep, just a bit.
Yeah, so you don't really do that in Brood War. Because the Weavers just don't catch up, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a lot more about... No, it's not. Because against Terrans it's more Dragoon heavy, I think. Anyway, coming back to this game, it looks like PT FireBird is just gonna do the same build as the last game, Reaper Hellion. Whereas Dr. Kobra is going for a Blink Stalker attack, I think.
Yep.
And he's supply block.
I think he saw the... Is Blink Stalkers better versus the Mind Drop? Or is getting a Robo better to get the detection?
I don't know. My mentor said get the detection. He does have the detection, but he doesn't have it in a position that can actually catch anything.
But if they go for Mind Drop, they usually don't go for Armory, right? Or do they? I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Well, Twitch chat. Well, let's see. Leo, I think he said it's harder to buy. No, he's talking about Zerg. Again, Twitch chat. If you guys know the answer, let our guest Zerg know. Yeah, it's a Zerg casting.
But he has 10 stalkers crossing the map right now.
Yep. That's because the Terran attack was an abysmal failure. Like 3 Marines got out the medevac got shot down, the 3 Marines were blasted in the face by stalkers.
But there are 2 Hellions and a Reaper attacking the naked third right now.
Yeah, so...
and he's panicking and sending his stalkers back home.
Yeah, I mean...
He could have fought at the front against the bunker, I think. No, not too sure.
Were there tanks? There's no tanks, there's no nothing. He had high ground vision. Yeah, if he blinked in right... If he just walked in, forget blink, he would have just... He would have killed the natural. I don't know if he would have won the game there and then. Because he's got no warp prism and no reinforcements.
Yeah, I think he definitely could have
FireBird
killed
is...
the bunker at least and killed a bunch of SCVs.
Yeah, FireBird is very, very... He would have killed the eBay, so +1 would not have been an issue. One thing from FireBird that I'm a bit is that you generally want to get a single Raven, although he did it last game. And here we go, here comes the attack, the CC...
He's gonna settle for the upgrade, the engineering bay at the front.
Get it though?
Oh, he doesn't get it, yeah.
Okay, he's gonna kill some SCVs then.
It's having an interesting position for the engineering bay. Not fantastic macro. You don't need to blink everything out, right? You just want to blink one by one, or like a few at a time.
Just as you know, when playing Starcraft 2, there's a lot of things you want to do, and there's a lot of things you actually do.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
yeah, but it's interesting positioning, right, for the engineering bay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it here. I tend to just dump everything at the back of my middle line. Right, so Dr. Kobra...
but now the stalkers are kind of getting a interesting position on the bio army. Zealot stalkers now.
Yep.
A lot of Zealot stalker.
I mean, if we look at FireBird's, or rather Dr. Kobra's position, that one observer in the main tells him everything he needs to know. Army positioning, tech options, etc, etc.
I feel like he has definitely enough to take this army out.
I think it depends on the Widow Mines and the positioning. With the Widow Mines are out of position, so yeah.
Oh, they lost their charge because they charged onto the... Half of them are attacking the base. The
base is gone, so it doesn't...
But they do get it, the orbital command. And because he has such an overwhelming force, he also got the army to lift up. Oh.
Yep.
So I mean, it's still a victory, but that wasn't really fantastic.
Well, the Widow Mines got a lot of kills, so that's something. I mean, this is quite scrappy. You know, both sides are just going at each other. I will say that Dr. Kobra is a hit because it's going to be 4 bases soon with, you know, Chrono Pro production against 2 of Terran. Oh, here come the boys. He actually takes out the Observer, but the Observer saw everything he needs to know.
A new command center is only now being built.
Yep. Here comes the fight. The SCV is actually not contributing. Ooh, that hurt.
The mine shot.
That really
He's
hurts.
down 29 SCVs. He's pretty much all in, right?
He was all in the moment he pulled the boys. He needs to kill... Dude. The Protoss is on 50 workers to
Yeah,
29.
you want to spam like shield batteries and like units, right?
Yeah, he's got the even without splash damage, I think with these yeah, the force field it's gonna be enough because
Nice force fields, yep, to cut off the,
Yep.
the half of the army. Really nice traps and Marauder as well. And that's going to be lights out for the Terran, I believe.
I do think so. Are the force fields dry? No, I think he's still got one more, but there's just not enough here to. Now,
Just play it safe. Go back to the shield battery, and you know that you win the long game here.
The rushes. Oh my God! Is that Korean SCV pull? Well, it might be, but it's not that Korean back. Oh, hey, 2 Liberators have joined up to the
Getting
fight.
a little bit gung ho. I mean, like you killed so many SCVs. Just chill with your buildings. Right? Chill with your cannon and your battery.
You're supposed to do that, but somehow, you know, sometimes that warrior in you just says wag, and then you go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, not the best army movement. More stalkers. What is the gateway count? Oh, 11 gateways. That's not too
9
bad.
SCVs right now. More than 5 probes for every SCV. And
Yeah.
he's feeling confident enough that he's going back into probe production already.
Oh yeah, you should probe up. The main base is not too well saturated, which is why I think the income disparity is. I was gonna say not that much, but who am I kidding? The Terran has freaking nothing.
Yeah, Terran's freaking nothing. That is actually the formal term for that. Freaking nothing.
Yep. Nice micro out of Dr. Kobra.
Yeah, his medevacs are completely dry of energy as well.
Yeah, you're hitting
like the only
SCVs.
thing keeping his army not from dying is the 3 Liberators.
2 Liberators.
2 Liberators.
Okay,
1
okay.
Liberator, 0 Liberators.
Battery overcharge is still here.
And 1 swap in, and this is going to be the game. Has to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game kind of ended a while ago when the third base was sacked.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, even after the attack was, you know, so disastrously held off, there was a chance, but here comes the last. GG is called.
So it came down to a nice forceful attack onto the third base, right? Where he just had plenty of meat and potatoes with the zealots and stalkers. That although he wasn't fighting with his full army, he still managed to beat the Terran's army and also take out the orbital command. It was a full orbital command as well. Yeah, and then that pushed FireBird into going all in. Right. So that's really nice way for Dr. Kobra to take the series 2-1.